Quick summaries of the chapters I'm reading. Marvelous Work and Wonder, middle of chapter 12, the second part of chapter 12 that I've been reading. This section of chapter 12, we start teaching about the high priest, its office, use, ordination, then the patriarch or evangelist, and how that office is used, and how we know more about it because of Revelation instead of what's in the Bible, because they just kind of mention that it's there, but then they don't say anything about it. But we fill in what that's about. Then we discuss the quorum of the 70 and their purpose in the church. The office of elder, it's in the church how it's used in two ways, both as a generic kind of office ordination in the priesthood, as well as an organization and how it's used to uphold the saints in the church. Then we discuss the office of the bishop and how they look after all the temporal needs in the church and how they preside in a church or ward and other functions that they have. And lastly, today we end on the priest and their duties. And so we've gone through another big chunk of different priesthood offices. We show how we are the restored church because we have all these offices. We're the restored church because this is what's mentioned in the Bible, and yet we actually have the explanation for it and the information about it through Revelation. And it still fits all the scriptures that are there that are kind of scant on all this information, but it still fits. And really, I've always taken advantage of, just take it for granted how the church is organized. But it really is a marvelous work and a wonder that we have all of it. Again, it's not just one position and then that one position teaches everybody and then there's bands and other things like that. But no, here's this office, this office, this office, this office, and they have this duty, that duty, this duty, that duty. And it's all laid out wonderfully. And I hope you come to listen more about what each of those areas are about. And most importantly, come to realize that, hey, God's restored his church and it has the offices that he had in the meridian of time. With that, God be with you.